I love stop motion animation. Now, I know in past videos I've talked about and said I love CGI, but stop motion is my bread and butter. And today I'm going to talk about a television show that was made exclusively with stop motion animation. Hey, my name is Stitch1993, and welcome to another What Was video where I talk about television shows. And today I'm trying to answer the question, what was Bump in the Night?
My name is Mr. Bumpy, I go bump in the night.
Now, Bump in the Night, originally released in 1994 on the ABC network. It lasted from September 10th of 1994 to December 2nd, 1995, having 2 seasons running about 26 episodes total and a Christmas special. It was created and directed by Ken Pontac. Now, if you don't know that name, that's totally understandable. Up until I started looking into this show, I didn't know about him as well, but I definitely should. I think y'all should as well, because he's probably written for one of your favorite shows if you grew up in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, or 2010s. Just noting a couple of his major ones that he has credits writing for is Gumby Adventures, Mad Max, Reboot, Lazy Town, Happy Tree Friends, Arthur, Octonauts, Pac-Man the Ghostly Adventures, Sonic Boom, and most recently, 2020 version of Curious George. Now, as I said, this guy has credits in video games, and yep, you guessed it, stop motion video games. So he has a credit on pretty much every single Clay Fighter game, which I will talk about later this year. He also has credits on pretty much every Sonic game from Sonic Colors up through Sonic Team Racing. So yes, he along with David Bellman created and directed this show, and the show is about this little green creature, monster, that lives under the bed, and he goes on adventures every night as the kids are asleep. He's voiced by Jim Cummings, and he has 2 friends along with some other toys that he talks with every show, but 2 that almost always show up is his friends Squishington, voiced by Rob Paulsen, and Molly Cottle, voiced by Gail Mathis. Now, going back to Jim Cummings, he is probably one of the most prolific voice actors ever to have lived. He's been doing this stuff since at least the 80s and is still going strong to this day. He's mostly known for a lot of Disney shows, including Winnie the Pooh, Darkwing Duck, and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Rob Paulsen, same thing, very prolific. I know him most as Yakko Warner in the Animaniacs, but he's also worked on stuff like Tiny Toon Adventures, most of the Scooby-Doo animated films, including some of the Land Before Time films as well. Gail Mathis, although she's done some voice acting, she hasn't had such a prolific filmography as Jim or Rob, but has voiced in some shows that you're familiar with, including Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures, Snorks, and The Ren and Stimpy Show. The show usually aired in 2 segments back to back as a 1- and 2-part episodes, and although it was more of a comedic show, it did try to teach kids a lesson, as did most shows in the 80s and 90s. And then at the end, it would try to do a little clip montage, just kind of reiterating the show. The show has gotten a bigger fan base as is been re-released over the years. I personally did not grow up with the show when it first aired, but I did watch it when it started coming to streaming services, and then of course later DVD. Speaking of which, it is completely out on DVD. You can watch the full thing. It's been re-released a couple times as the full series on DVD. That includes the Christmas special, but you can also check it out here on YouTube, as well as the footage you're seeing is from the Internet Archive. And now I've got to ask the question, of course, did you grow up with Bump in the Night, or is this your first time hearing about the show? And what did you think of it? Personally, I love the animation for it. It's got really smooth, very well crafted stop motion animation, especially for this time here. And I honestly, if this show came out today, it would look probably the same as it did when it first released back in the 90s there. But let me know your thoughts, and until next time, thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.
He was 100 miles an hour, he screamed dynamite. His name is Mr. Bumpy, he goes bump in the night.
My name is Mr. Bumpy, I go bump in the